What's he doing tonight? You should do a live.
I am doing a live.
What are you doing tonight? I'm actually going through all my stuff to prepare for cold, really. And like people are buying up all the groceries and stuff, so it's no fun. So yeah, just preparing for that. Awesome. Yeah, my partying days are over for sure. I'm too old for all that now. Wool blanket. Yeah, let me know when you go. I've been wanting to hit a surplus too. And look what all came in today. My reloading stuff. So I could start learning how to do all that, which I'm pretty excited about. Happy New Year, Kevin. Or my superhero, Kevin. Also got some new fun stuff today. I don't think I could show firearms on live, but I'll make some videos with them tomorrow. They're pretty cool. What's up? You blew up a barrel with a squib once? That's scary. I've honestly never had that happen, and I've shot a lot, so it's probably close to about my time. What's up, Mississippi hippie? Happy New Year. Can you put a song? Is your hair red? No, my hair is brown. What size are your ears? They used to be 1, and then I started doing jujitsu and stuff like that, and they kept getting like knocked out. So I took them out, and they've healed up quite a bit now. I haven't had gauges in 7 years. I've never put a tungsten core in a reload. Honestly, I'm just getting into reloading, so this is something that I do not have any expertise in. But best believe I will learn. Ready for this wood to get up and running. What do you have up your sleeve for the channel this new year? So, I thought about it. I actually just drove back from Pennsylvania and had a long time to sit and think. And I really want to start getting into new things. You know, everyone watches gun channels, and I used to watch gun channels all the time, and it's kind of like the same stuff all the time, you know, doing reviews and stuff like that. But I'd like to possibly do some traveling, linking up with different people, and kind of doing like more information based stuff from other people in this industry instead of just me being around. I also have Phil. He was with me in North Carolina, helped out with that stuff. I have him coming up, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff together, which is awesome. So yeah, a couple exciting things. Obviously, I'm still going to do reviews on new firearms and all that stuff, but you know, after the one video kind of went viral, I think it's at like 1.5 million views right now, there's like this perfect break in between people that hate me because I have tattoos and people that are like, I'm glad that there are people that are getting into this that have tattoos, obviously on my face. People don't care about other tattoos. And trying to navigate that in a way to where I'm not just being a dick is kind of my view for the channel. I want to try to be above that because it's so easy, and you know, I mess up quite a bit when people send some nasty stuff. I say some nasty stuff back sometimes, but I want to be better than that. I don't want that to get to a point where, like, I don't know, it's kind of an like an adrenaline rush, and I kind of thrive for that. So navigating that as well. Do I have an AR pistol? So no, I SBR all of my short rifles so I can put a foregrip on them in an actual stock. So that's what I do. Obviously, anyone could go get an AR pistol, but I actually have like 6 of the pistol braces in my toolbox, but I just like to SBR them. That's just my thing. I know, respectable face tattoo owner. I wouldn't go as far as saying respectable. Prefer 556 or 300 blackout for suppressors. 300 blackout for sure. But I say that in... Yeah, so I have a perfect story for this. My buddy Phil just called me a little bit earlier and said he wanted to get the Jackal because he knew I had one, but they only had the 300 blackout. But realistically, 300 blackout suppressed, it is eliminating, like if you want to actually shoot a suppressor, you're gonna have to get subsonic ammo, and that is greatly reducing the penetration power of that round. So it depends on what you want to do. For fun, you don't have to use Ear Pro and just go out there and shoot and it sounds quieter than a 22. Go for it, but don't expect it to kind of have power behind it. You're doing it for, you know, fun, realistically. I prefer 556, but thank you for subbing. And oh yeah, the double tap. Yeah, I'm just here hanging out. I don't even really, I think I haven't gone live that much, so yeah, I guess double tapping does some cool stuff. But yeah, 556 suppressed really is, yeah, it's a 22, right? The thing about subsonic and supersonic ammunition, So you need the projectile to be heavy enough to be able to make it subsonic and still be relative. So 5.56 subsonic is obviously just a 22 round, and you don't want to use a suppressor on 22s unless you have like an actual one, because they're really dirty and will mess up a suppressor pretty quick. 40 or 10 millimeter. I'm actually a huge fan of 9s. I'm a firm believer that a 9 millimeter put in the right place will do its thing. So yeah, I just go with 9s for everything. That way I'm able to stockpile one round. It's easier to find, it's cheaper, so I just use 9s for everything I have. I actually just got, I'm a big Smith & Wesson guy. You know, I just got the Smith & Wesson Carry Comp. I have the Smith & Wesson 2.0, and just picked up the Smith & Wesson, what's it called? It's right there, but I'm not gonna go get it. It's like the foldable one that uses all the mags, so it works awesome. Google 5-inch 5.56 flamethrower. That sounds cool. I'd go 45 or 9, yeah. Yeah, 40 sure, for sure. And yeah, 45, you know, it's proven, you know, 1911s and everything. But I don't know. I just, not about it. I'm not off grid. No, this is, so I also teach tattooing through Tattooing 101. I have another huge YouTube channel with that. So this is kind of where I film some stuff, but I'm not off grid. I do have, you know, wood burning stove panels set up, but I have a home to go into. What builds are you planning to do next year? So is that Charizard? Where? I don't know what you're talking about. But I actually just ordered all of the stuff to make myself, I guess they call it a Gucci. Oh no, this is the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings, because I'm a nerd. But a Gucci AR. So Geisel or Gissel or whatever the hell you pronounce their brand. I ordered all the parts through them. I have Sons of Liberty lower and upper coming, and I'm going to build an AR platform that is ridiculously expensive, because the comments saying that if you just get an expensive one, you don't need an adjustable gas block, which is not true if you want to shoot suppressed and all that fun stuff, which I do. So I'm going to put money into that, and that's going to be my first build in the new year. I'll probably end up, my next big build will be something for long range. Let's see, did I miss anything? I just got my first gun recently. I'm trying to figure out how people afford to have so many. So I'm a tattoo artist. So I trade for a lot of firearms. I have done pretty well being a tattoo artist, so I'm able to, you know, do things that I enjoy, which is firearms, preparedness, all that stuff. So yeah, that's how I'm able to sustain this expensive lifestyle. Thoughts on night vision? So I've used plenty of night vision, borrowing it from other people. I have not. You need a tat shop? I own a tattoo studio in Tennessee. But white phosphor is by far the best that I've used. I haven't dropped the money on getting like a $10,000 night vision set yet, but Yeah, I plan on it. My first $10,000 is going into for sure 50 cal um, Barrett, and then I'm gonna put a red dot sight on it. So that pisses people off, but that's my first plan. Boondock Saints parody. You, Scully, and I'm down. I actually was gonna message Scully today. My birthday's at the end of this month. Wait, end of next month. It's not the first yet. Um, but I was going to see about going out there, getting together with you, Inspector 8, and doing some shooting on like the 25th or 26th. My birthday's the 26th, so. My favorite gun. It's a great question. What is my favorite gun? I I don't know. That's a great question. Honestly, it's the one that I'm carrying. Like whatever one I'm carrying is my favorite one for that day. Uh, I'm really enjoy um, the Smith and Wesson carry comp that I got. It is a perfect pistol um, that I love. I also love my Canic TTI Combat. It's a little bit too hard to carry every day, but when I shoot it, you know, I just love it. It works great. Obviously, I love my ARs. I'd say my favorite out of all of them for sentimental reason is I got a Smith and Wesson 2.0 from my grandfather when he passed away. So I sent that to Floyd Customs. They kind of machined out the slide and Cerakoted it green, and I put a Holosun on it. That's probably my favorite just for sentimental value. But I don't like to carry that one. You know, obviously, if you end up having to use it, they're going to take it for a while if you do get it back. So I don't like to carry that. Obviously, I've never needed to use a pistol, but I don't want to, you know, have the chance. Obviously, if it was the only one I had, I'd be more happy to be alive than lose a pistol, but I just don't want to lose it. I do like AKs, yeah, for sure. I just, you know, I like to stockpile 9 and 5.56, so I've gotten like 6 AKs in my hands over the past 7 years, and for some reason I always end up trading them or, you know, trading them for a different firearm. But yeah, I haven't found one that I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep this one. Favorite knife brand? Microtech, if you want something fun to mess around with. I have ADHD, so I sit there and very dangerously click it up and down all the time. But my next one that I really want to get is Strider, a Strider knife. Good old Inspector 8 showed me his and kind of jelly about it. So that's probably my favorite knife brand is a Strider. Favorite design on a gun is going to be a Scar. I can't justify spending $4,000 to $5,000 on a priced Jackal, but I just love to look at them. They just look great. Yeah, what Inspector A is talking about, I will be doing one of those classes for sure coming up. Later, bro. I'm probably gonna hang out for like 9 more minutes and then try to get this fire going again because obviously it went out because I was not doing the thing I was supposed to be doing. Micro Hellcat. Yeah, I like them a lot. I actually gave one of my buddies micro Hellcat. I have the Hellcat Pro. Didn't really like it. Uh, it works. It works. Um, but it just is really snappy. And for something that I carry, I want to be able to be as proficient with it as possible. And that's going to be a Smith & Wesson, like full size. I can shoot the small ones, but they're just not, it's not going to be the best I could do. Happy New Year. Oh, cool. I'd like to hear about how you work out stippling your first uh, pistol. Do I like Glocks? I like that they're cheap. I don't own a Glock. So my first pistol ever was High Point. I forgot the name, and I had to look at it to remember. And it worked. Like, everyone hates on them, but you know, that's realistically how I learned to shoot a pistol. And then from there, I got a Glock and became a Glock guy. You know, I got the extended mag release and, you know, just Gucci'd it out like everyone was doing online. And it was trash. I didn't like it at all. You know, the extended mag release, I would go to put it in my appendix carry holster. The mag would fall out. I'd go to shoot. And because it was metal on the extended mag release, it would wear down on the magazines, which would cause them to fall out when I was shooting. So I put all this money into a Glock that pretty much became expensive paperweight. So I was like, okay, what pistol can I get off the shelf that I don't have to do anything to, that I'm going to enjoy? And that kind of fell down the hole of Smith & Wesson. I honestly could have picked up anything at that time. And probably liked it more than a Glock. Now, am I saying that Glocks don't have their place? No, obviously not. They are carried from law enforcement and they work. But if I'm going to put $600 into something, it's not going to be a Glock. Yeah, 1911s will always, you know, be awesome, but they don't hold a lot of rounds. But realistically, you don't need a lot of rounds. But you know, I just like to hold as many as I can. Now, let's see here. Do you like MP5? Yeah. Thoughts on G-Flex? I honestly don't know anything about G-Flex. I'm just being honest with you. Do you get down with 6.8 SPC? No, I have not shot 6.8 yet. What do I do for work? I am a tattoo artist and I own a tattoo studio. Plus, I am a part of Tattooing 101, an online tattooing company where I teach people how to tattoo. Also do YouTube for that as well. Do you like mops? What about socks? Maybe building block. Gay jocks and building blocks. Yep, I have a face tattoo. It's crazy. What M&P are you carrying right now? I have my Smith & Wesson carry comp within arm's reach. I can't not show them on the live. I mean, you could kind of see 3 of them, just the tip. But yeah, I can't. Do you have a long gun setup? Yeah, so this right here is 6.5 Creedmoor. This is a Ruger Precision. Yeah, with a 22 barrel. This one right here is 18-inch regular AR 5.56. This one is my AR-10 that I built, chambered in 308. This one shoots really far. This one shoots kind of far. This one, 308, shoots efficiently as well. Yeah, the carry comp is awesome. I love it, but they're expensive. Like, they're realistically, you could buy 2 Glocks for one of them, and I'd rather not have 2 Glocks. But that's just my personal opinion. Or I'd rather have 2 Glocks and a carry comp. Do you think plus P9mm provides any more stopping power than a regular, or will it decrease the life of the barrel? Let me think. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. There would be quite a bit that goes into that. PA Construction, what's up? Tattooing 101 on YouTube. I have an unlimited amount of videos on there. Yeah. Moving to Alaska and need to know? What do you need to know? Micro Hellcats. It's rated for plus P. Happy New Year, Kevin. What is up, man? So Com 16 from Springfield Armory 308. Springfield. Oh, what do you think is best for bear? A fucking nuke. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. If I was going up against a bear, I'm taking a 50 cal. But that's because bears are scary. But yeah, I mean, Jake and yeah, has some good advice. 10 millimeter. Goo2 said 10 millimeter. But yeah, I wouldn't want to take a 5.56 against a bear. 308 would probably do some damage. You know, 308's put down plenty of things. 30-30, all that stuff. But yeah, for like I wouldn't want to go up against the bear with a pistol, that's for sure. Yeah, I look like the front of my old school desk. Yeah. I'm sure they all became artists if they look like this. Yeah, and I realistically like building my own ARs. Any Glock specific advice? Don't do anything to it. Just learn to shoot. Flamethrower for bear. That would definitely work. Yeah, just keep the Glock how it is. Don't try to change anything on it. If you're going to change anything, change the trigger. It's easy to do. But as soon as you start changing things, it just makes the firearm trash. So, you know, change the trigger on it, and that's about it. Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna take down a bear, at least have the trophy. Yeah, you could put a red dot on it. It depends on what Glock you have. You know, the what do they call the new Glocks with the armor cut out now? They used to be the, yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it used to be MOS, but now they changed it to another name because they're Glock. But yeah, you could put red dot on it. You know, I shoot red dots on all of mine. But then you have to send it out, get it machined, all that stuff, or buy a different slide. Yeah, if you're going to buy a slide, don't go cheap. Uh, get one that's reputable. You know, I've been out of the Glock game for a while now, but what was the company I went with? I know the name was like the Reaper 3 was the slide that I got. I think it was something defense. I can't remember. What's up, Joe? What is your question? Extended mag. Unless you're using like a M1 and it has like a clip or something, but magazines. M Grand. Have you ever shot FN 509? And if so, what do you think about it? FN 509. I know I have, but I can't remember. I mean, I'm sure if I don't remember, I'm sure it's fine. Would you vouch for a 12 gauge of slugs? Because legally that's about all. Yeah, for sure. But I would recommend 12 gauge with buckshot. You know, buckshot will demember someone and a lot of other stuff. But it'll do that and then not go through 3 different walls. Buckshot will take a hole out of someone and then a hole out of about 5 other people behind them. So I like buckshot. Joe, what is your question for me? Texas. I want to move to Texas. I'm in Tennessee right now, but either Texas, Montana, Colorado. Those are my 3 on the list that I'll probably be at in, I don't know, probably 5 years. You go 10 millimeter. Yep, that sounds like that's the place I need to be. To tickle ribs? What? You wild. Yeah, so just below the stock outlet, that is the Ruger Precision 22-inch barrel and 6.5 Creedmoor. No, I did not get a question from you, Joe. I don't think so. I'm looking back now. Nope, I got a question for you. And then that is it. Okay, no problem, man. Also, I hope that everyone, at least, our Tennessee rub ribs, good up there. You're my favorite trans streamer ever. That's really good. It's a funny one. You like vanilla ice cream? I don't. Chocolate chip cookie dough for the win. Or like some brownie. Yeah. Funny thing is, someone calling me a trans, and his name is Perk Papa. Yeah. Why is anyone against banning guns? They are scary and used by bad guys to bad stuff. Having these weapons of war really worth it? Worth all the bad? Yeah, this is actually a perfect question. And, you know, there's going to be different replies from different people. So, if we eliminated guns tomorrow, it would take probably 100 years for all of the bad people to possibly get those taken as well. You know, they outlaw guns tomorrow. Boom. All the law-abiding citizens would be like upset with it. But unless you want to go to prison, more than likely you're either going to hand them over or possibly lose them in some way. You know, like an accident or digging a hole. But besides the point, the good people are going to hand them in. The bad people are not. So therefore, it's going to take a long time, and it'll just cause... Yes, a real American would never hand them over. Yes. But as a broad spectrum, and you know, this is getting into oh, you okay, you were joking. But it is a absolutely great question. Because, you know, there's a lot of people that do not understand. Like, someone I work with Tattooing 101, he lives in Australia. And he's like, you know, we got them taken and there's no gun violence there anymore. But that took a long time. So explaining those things, and yes, it's in our Constitution. So it is our right. But people, as a whole, people are very reluctant to follow the rules. You know, it's a lot easier to be a sheep than go to prison. So I feel like a lot of people would hand them over to protect their lives, protect their families from them going to prison. So it's hard, right? It would be a decision that every person would need to make to go against a tyrannical government or possibly go to prison, which I feel like a lot of people wouldn't want to take that chance, even though it's fucked. Yeah, that's my views on it. Yeah, I'm sure that is the case. Yeah, about Australia. I don't have a ton of people. Tour, please. So, I will absolutely do that. So I just got back from Pennsylvania, and I can't just show everyone around because I just unpacked my truck, and I have firearms laid everywhere, and I cannot show firearms on a live or I'll just get shut off. So I can't do that right now, but I will definitely show a tour in the future. You cannot ban evil or violence, but you can burn it with a flamethrower. Imagine culling all their sheep while you have face tattoos. Yeah, you're right, because so many people have face tattoos. I feel like... No, I'm not even going to go there, but yeah, you have your right to your own opinion. So what do you do when they come asking for the guns? Do you hand them over or your dead body? That's I believe in the Constitution. That's how I'll answer that question. Favorite gun? I talked about this earlier on the live, but it would be my Smith and Wesson that I got from my grandfather. And I did answer that, kind of naively, just saying, I believe in the Constitution, which realistically, I have a couple of tax stamps on my stuff, so I'm sure that they know everything I believe in, and listen to me all the time because I signed over my right to privacy whenever I filled out that paperwork. So, favorite big bore handgun calibers. So, my handguns are all 9mm. That's what I run. That's what I like, and I don't realistically have a reason to go into anything bigger than that. So that's what I stick with. Yeah, you like my cat mug? Yeah, usually I'm either using my Holler Roast mug, my Tattooing 1-1 mug, or my SOE mug. You said favorite big bore handgun calibers. And you said what? I'm confused, Christian. 10mm? Yeah, 10mm is cool, but for me, if I'm going to get into a caliber, I want to be able to have 10,000 rounds on hand. So realistically, I could do that very easily with 9mm. I did a tattoo last week and I was tipped 1,000 rounds of 9mm. So that's what I stick with for that reason. So my rifles, I have, the 308 long, the 6.5 Creedmoor, and I have quite a few rounds of that, but that is for precision. That is not something that I'm going to grab to do anything besides shooting really, really far. Everything else is 5.56 for the reason of I could have a ton of ammo, and it's relatively not expensive. I do have my 300 Blackout that I could shoot suppressed just to have fun for videos, but that's also an expensive round. I try to be everywhere, Sam. Yeah. Are you familiar with Warrior Poet Society, specific pistol handgun placement? I honestly don't know about Warrior Poet Society. Harris, that sounds like a personal problem. You should probably go to a doctor. I do hunt. I actually really enjoy hunting, but I prefer, if I'm going to hunt, I like to use my compound bow, just because it is a little bit more exciting for me, and I just like to go out and shoot those things too. But yeah, I don't really go hunting with like rifles or anything. I would like to do an elk hunt this next year. Is it next year? Yeah, it's 10. I have not done any stalking or sniper training yet. I am trying to get Scully to give me some more knowledge. I went out there and talked to him a little bit, which we're going to, whenever we both have time, take the 308 and get it kind of shot in and see if it'll shoot sub MOA, but we'll figure that out. How much is tattooing 101 class? I'm in the wrong business. I don't know. I don't know how much it is. I need an auto pocket lower. Which brands are good? Pocket lower? Stop flexing your muscles. I can't help it. They're just too obnoxiously big that I can't sit with them at my size. What barrel do you have on the 308? I don't remember. I know the like upper lower rail system. It might be an Aero Precision, honestly, which some reviews will shoot around MOA. So we'll see. But this one's supposed to be pretty good. The 6.5 Ruger Precision seems like all the reviews seem pretty good. So we'll see. Hear me out, Nerf War, but I put thumbtacks, and yeah, Dylan, I've done that plenty of times. Do you think a $150 PSA lower is reliable enough for cheap garbage? I prefer Aero Precision. So that's what I would go with. Although my sister Natalie came and learned from you for a weekend. She's in Canada. Yeah, for sure. I know exactly who you're talking about. That is awesome. I think she actually talked about you when she was up here. For Ammo Lookup AmmoSeek. Yeah, I use AmmoSeek quite a bit. The thing is, they get you on shipping. It'll be like, you know, $150 for 1,000 rounds, and then shipping's $200, so. Make sucky for blowy. Sounds saucy. What's a good pistol brand? Smith & Wesson. Mostly 308 or 1 to 10 twist. That's very much try. Okay, 175 Federal Gold Match King. I'm going to screenshot that because that's what I'll pick up. Paintball gunfight, but I freeze the paintballs. Yeah, Dylan, let's get it. I'm down. I have a ton of 22s for sure. My kids shoot them. Oh, I didn't know that, Harris. I'll have to check that out. Do you enjoy? Do I enjoy what? I enjoy things. Some things. .6 black, 1-3 twist. Yeah, moving ammo is rough. It's so heavy, and obviously I'm not made to lift a ton of weight. Water gun fight, but filled in with battery acid. No. Make most of my money showing my face and teaching, so I don't really think that would benefit me at all. Buff for nothing. Yeah. PSA at all? Yeah, I like PSA. I just ordered. No, I ordered all that from Midway. Palomino State. I think I ordered some stuff for my Geissele build from them. I'll go with PSA, Midway USA, and what's the other one I go through? Can't remember, but there's like 3 I use. Heat buff for saucy and sucky and blowy. Can you is that all you can say? Sucky and blowy? I mean, I get it. partake in the finer things in life. So much tattoos. Yeah, I have a few. Would you consider yourself smart? No, there's plenty more very smart people out there. I don't consider myself smart. I consider myself able to learn, just like everyone is. So, yeah. Anyone could learn anything depending on how smart you are if you take the time and energy to learn it. You do not have to practice tattooing on yourself to start. I did. That's why I have a blacked out arm, because I was trash and tattooed trash on myself until I learned. Do you know what a dinosaur with 500 teeth is called? No, I don't. Yes, I'm still running the jackal. Have I ever made a mistake tattooing someone? Obviously, when I first started, I wasn't good, so I made plenty of mistakes when I first started out. But, you know, you live, you get through it, you learn, and make sure it doesn't happen again. That's why I tattooed my brother. I know how to make. I made that gun in ink. Yeah, I think everyone does. I did practice on my brother, yeah. Current daily carry, Smith & Wesson concealed combat. I mean, carry comp, not concealed combat. What the hell was I thinking? I was trying to read all these comments. Yes, Carson, you could tell me something. Imagine if you had a Brandel back then. Man, I miss him. Being away from Brandel was hard. There's no way you learn how to tattoo with frozen chicken skins. That's impossible. Looking into shotguns, home defense, hunting, fun advice. Don't go with like a AR platform shotgun, you know, like semi-auto. Like, they're cool, but different rounds, you could have jamming issues unless you get like a really expensive one. Just go with what are they called? Oh, I can't remember. It's late. Like the, what are they called? Like the 500s or something. But they work. They worked forever. And you could get them fairly cheap. I think I got one for like 200 bucks at one period of time. I am, how old am I? I will be 34 in 26 days. Can you practice tattooing on pig skins? Yes, but it is disgusting and stinky. Remington 500, that is it. Thank you. The metal version are compact. Not the metal version. I picked it up and it's cool. It looks cool, but it's just a lot of extra weight. Pigskin is actually really close to human skin, but it's just gross to tattoo. But same time, sometimes people are gross to tattoo. So is what it is. I don't do canine tattoos. I've been asked quite a bit about that. Usually there's like someone at, the place that does like the surgeries that kind of learn how to do them, and they're not done very well, but they work. But I've never done a canine tattoo. I live in Tennessee. Grossest tattoo experience you had to do? What part of Tennessee? Nashville area. I can't think of any super gross tattoo things. Tattooing feet is never fun. Ever been to WHMC Guns? I'm not sure. I've been to a lot of places, but recalling them, I don't know. It's in, well, definitely not. Never been there. Even girls' feet. I mean, there's just feet are feet. How much for a Death Star butthole tattoo? We need a number. I told you. A lot. I don't know what a lot is yet. But I don't know, if I have to stare down a rusty Cheerio, I at least need a short bus. Whatever I could buy a short bus for, that's what it would take for me to stare down a rusty Cheerio. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Yeah, that will be the grossest tattoo experience ever, if it happens. Honestly, I don't want it to happen. All right, everybody, I'm gonna hop off here, get some stuff done that I need to before, I guess, 12, and then I'm gonna go out and pop off some rounds because that's what we do in America. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good night. Don't get in too much trouble tonight. Obviously, don't drink and drive because that's dumb. And raise the bar. I do know that. You're right. I revoke my answer. I have to think about it more. That was too easy. I didn't know who the sponsor was. That's the problem. But yeah, thank you everyone for hopping on, and this was actually a good turnout. I think I've done one before this and got banned for showing firearms, so it worked out. I'll probably do more in the future. So everyone have a good night.